Breaking news this morning. It's been months of searching and nothing, but now a new piece of evidence surfaces in the case of missing 5-year-old Joe Clyde Daniels, and it raises the possibility that the little boy may still be alive. But is this evidence credible? News Channel 5's Nick Barris is in the 5 Alert Center with exclusive details this morning. And Nick, this new piece of evidence is a letter.
Yeah, that's right, Amy. It is a letter. I have a copy of the letter sent anonymously to Joe Clyde's grandparents. Now, here's what we know this morning. Of course, Joe Clyde disappeared back on April 4th, and investigators do presume he is dead. But his body has never been found. Now, this handwritten letter, postmarked out of Nashville, was sent this week to the grandparents. They live, of course, in Dixon, Tennessee. Now, the anonymous writer claims that Joe Clyde's mother, Crystal, allegedly involved, but I'm still working to track down that part of the story. Is this a theory or something more? Well, Jake Lockhart, the attorney for Joe Clyde's father, who is charged with killing his own son, confirms that the grandparents have indeed turned this letter over to authorities. So, Amy, we know that they are going to look closely at every lead that comes into them. They'll determine whether it's credible or not later, but they're going to take it seriously initially. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Nick. And more
Yeah, that's right. But the good thing is things are moving in the right direction. If you look right behind me, that was a pole that was knocked over. Now they have put in a new one. Venia says they're still going to be out of here for a couple of more hours. And again, it's not the situation you want to be in given how cold it is today. Now, here's a video we shot from earlier. This happened around midnight here at Myatt and Roosevelt Road. A car crashes into the power pole and then NES customers. Now, there's no word from authorities on how fast that car was going, how many people were in it, or why that car was even in this area and the customers that were affected. Now, again, from what a police officer said earlier, they should be out here for just about 2 or 3 more hours. And again, Myatt Avenue, where it happened, is being opened up. So the good thing is they're heading into the right direction. Just have to wait a couple more hours. Hopefully, they'll get their power back on soon. But for now, we're live in Madison. Mo Hyder, News Channel 5.
All right, Mo, thanks so much. Breaking overnight, one person was killed in a crash in Donaldson. Police say it happened about 11:30 last night near Allen Road. Investigators say right now they're not sure what caused the crash, and the victim's name has not been released. The TBI is looking for the 2 young boys and their mother pictured here, who has a warrant out for her arrest. The agency issued an endangered child alert for the children overnight. News Channel 5's Hannah McDonald live at TBI this morning. And Hannah, do they have any idea where these 3 may be?
Well, this mother of 2, Tanya Evans, 25 years old, they understand that she didn't go to court yesterday and now has that warrant out for her arrest. They fear she is no longer in Overton County with these 2 boys, because she learned that they were going to be put into state custody. This is Tanya Evans. This is a photo of her. She was supposed to appear in Overton County, which is the eastern part of Middle Tennessee, yesterday. Authorities don't know if she caught wind of the forthcoming order, and that's what caused her not to show, or she didn't appear for another reason. But now they can't get in touch with her. And these are her young boys they think she is with, 4-year-old Jace and 3-year-old Jordan. They both have blonde hair and blue eyes, and detectives believe they could be heading with their mother to Etowah, McMinn County, where Tanya has connections. That's about 2 hours southeast of Overton County. Tanya was last seen driving a white Chevy Cruze, a 2011 model, and the license plate on that is 9F35R4. Tanya is facing 1 count of child abuse and neglect. That is what the arrest warrant is for. If you have any information that could help the TBI track these 3 down, you should call the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. At TBI headquarters, Hannah McDonald, News Channel 5.
And today, the husband of a Fort Campbell soldier shot and killed on post earlier this week will appear in court in connection to her death. Sergeant Brittany Silvers was killed Sunday night. Her husband, Victor Silvers, is in custody. And according to her family, the 2 were in the middle of a divorce. The FBI says Victor will appear in a Paducah courtroom this afternoon. And the 4 men arrested following an hours-long standoff in Madison now face new charges. Maurice Bowers, Tory Glenn, Jamarius Jackson, and Brandon Jones were all arrested Tuesday night and now face aggravated robbery charges. Officers say they broke into a home on Florence Avenue while a family was inside. All 4 men are behind bars here in Nashville. And harassed in their own home, a mid-state couple says after they fell for a phone scam last month, they thought that'd be the end of it. But Lawrence and Ingrid Morris of Carthage say the calls they're getting from scammers still won't let up, and now they're getting aggressive. Lawrence, in fact, recorded several of the phone calls on his iPad. The couple says they realized it was a scam only after sending $300 to them last month. Now, with calls coming in from several different numbers, the Morrises are looking to find a way to make the calls stop.
They're unscrupulous. They don't care about how the older folks pay for their medicines and food and everything else.
Hopefully they can get that taken care of. Lawrence says he feels especially bad for falling for the scam because he says he's a retirement law enforcement officer. And police are asking for your help identifying a person who broke into a Dollar General store. It happened in Hopkinsville, and you can see the burglar break the glass door and run into the store. But police hope you'll also recognize another person in an unrelated case. So take a look at this video. Police say this person broke into an unlocked car. They aren't saying which location was hit. If you recognize either of the people in these videos, call the Hopkinsville Police Department. The first day of early voting in election 2018 is in the books. More than 10,000 people voted early in Davidson County yesterday, with a majority of the votes coming out of the Hermitage Library. It's not only the gubernatorial and U.S. Senate race to look out for, but also 6 amendments on the ballot if you live in Nashville. And if you're trying to skip the lines, there are certain days you should go.
For early voting, our busiest times are the first 2 days, and the last couple of days.
All right, so keep those in mind. Early voting ends November 1st. Election day is November the 6th. And if you have a revoked driver's license because of an unpaid traffic ticket, this week's landmark ruling from a federal judge could get you back behind the wheel. Now, the judge ruled that the state can no longer revoke driver's licenses because of unpaid tickets. The ruling is in response to a class action lawsuit which challenged a state law that allowed officials to revoke someone's license if they didn't pay for a traffic violation fine.